All right, so on the grass, right outside in this backyard. It's actually where I grew up. Um, doing Grateful Dead, which is cool because across the street was where Bob Weir used to live. I grew up actually his neighbor, but I don't have like any good stories. He just sort of I didn't even know who he was because I was a little kid, and I honestly didn't even like the Grateful Dead until I was really like firmly an adult. I mean, even as a teen, I would like sort of cringe at the idea of being a deadhead or like or just didn't even like the music. Maybe on some level I probably wanted to be a deadhead like anyone would, but I just like thought the music was a little like off-putting and douchey and sort of pie in the sky. But things have changed. And here, maybe I should check out the garden, show you the garden, right? Um, things have changed, and I am squarely interested in Grateful Dead music. I also like Jerry Garcia Band, Phil Lesh, Terrapin Station, Terrapin Crossroads, whatever. So here, let's look at the plants from the grass because we need actual grass in the camera for this to be an on the grass episode. Anyway, so number 10, I would say number 10, U.S. Blues. It's a funny song. It's not their best like melodic harmonic jam, but it's just a funny song that is it's not like weird and boring. So I think just for the lyricism, I give it a 10, almost an honorable mention really. Number 9 is Saint Stephen. I think this is a way better jam, but I also feel like it's the meaning is hard to kind of decipher. It's one of the more complex Grateful Dead songs, and initially when you first hear it, because it doesn't really have an immediate vibe. Um, so I guess in music theory terms, it's like it's polyphonic or whatever the fuck. Okay, number 8. Uh, I would say, was it Broke Down Palace? No, I'll do Sugar Magnolia. I like this one. I kind of like Scarlet Begonias a lot more, but Sugar Magnolia is like a modest, piecemeal forming, slow, as a snail version of Scarlet Begonia. And because I like Scarlet Begonia a lot, I like Sugar Magnolia a fair amount too. So that's number 8. Number 7, Casey Jones. Casey Jones is high on that train. Um, riding that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones better watch that speed. It's charming. It's not their most elegant work, but it's certainly memorable. So that's number 7. Number 6, Fire on the Mountain. It's a kind of a reggae-ish, upbeat jam. It's a more socially oriented song than some of their other moodier pieces. So I give that number 6. It's a good campfire song. Literally, fire on the mountain, whatever that means to you, and it can mean a few things, uh, even at the same time. Sorry. Number 5 is Broke Down Palace or whatever. I think that one. If I didn't just say that, I think that one is one of every band has those songs that like the name is weird, but then when you hear it, you're like, oh, it's that song. That's Broke Down Palace. It's like a mainstay powerhouse, almost a quasi anthem for Grateful Dead. And when you listen to it, you certainly do not change the station. You stay with it. Maybe for number 4 or 5, whatever I'm on, I should do another from Shakedown Street, which is kind of an underrated Grateful Dead album. The song Shakedown Street alludes to San Rafael, which is right north of here. It's a kind of the big city. It's the county seat of Marin. Um, of course, weed being legalized, that song has lost a lot of its meaning. But it used to be like, oh, you get caught smoking weed and on 4th Street, 3rd Street, 5th Street, Avenue B, or where the fuck the streets are out there. I don't even bother to remember anymore. But you driving around, you're trying to go, go from one place to another. Maybe you're going from the hills to a house to the city to the beach. You're just crossing San Rafael for whatever reason, getting gas, and you get caught with, a doobie in your ear, or you just smell bad, and so the police roll you, knock on your window, you get shook down, right, and shaken down, I guess, and Shake Down the Street's a fun song, but like now, in 2023, you're not gonna get shaken down for weed. It was shaken down for something else. So it lost a little bit of its meaning, but it still, I think, crystallizes a slice of life in the past. Okay, number 4 is I guess we could do Scarlet Begonia. Scarlet Begonia is I think one of the more um, better. I think it's one of their actual like one of their better compositions. It just sounds like a real song. It's not like a social anthem. It's not a creepy, intriguing ballad. It's like a real um, heavyweight song, and it could that would make any band proud. It's a song to be proud of, um, and it's kind of one of the better ones by the Dead. I think there are some better ones though than Scarlet Begonia. I think Ripple is the first on this small list. Ripple is an incredible song. Here's some more grass, just to remind you that there is grass, or wherever it is. There you go, grass. Ripple, that's an even more melodic song. That's a better composition than Scarlet Begonia. It has harmonic and melodic content that a lot of other songs sort of skirt out on. And then Ripple is especially appealing because it has a little bit of this intriguing, mystic Christian sort of connection that is lost in a lot of the other tunes, and for some reason it finds itself on that one. Uh, what else is there? Truckin's good. It's more of an honorable mention for me. It's like Casey Jones. It's just you hear it and you kind of adore it, but you don't really want to worship it the way that some of these other heavyweights deserve. So deserve to be worshipped. What is the without all the before I make more grammatical mistakes. Uh, what's the next one? Okay, I can do Touch of Grey. I think that's for number 2, Touch of Grey. My favorite song that has to do with Jerry Garcia is Ruben and Cherise off Jerry Garcia Band, and I regret I can't legally put it into this list because this list is only Grateful Dead music. But technically, it should be on the list in my view. But legally, it cannot be per the laws of the legislator himself, Richardson. Anyway, um, Touch of Grey is a really modest song, and I think that's why I like it a lot. Is that it's not a pie in the sky ambitious or soup brained or whatever. It's not too stonery. It feels more artistic, more mature. Literally, Touch of Grey can mean painting, which is a mature hobby, or it can mean your hair going gray, which is a mature aspect. So, and that could also be painted. So it goes full circle. I think it's just a little bit more of a thematically cohesive tune. And then for number 1, my all-time favorite Grateful Dead song, which is like kind of running short here. Because maybe just because I didn't mention it, Cumberland Blues. I think that's a fun song that's overlooked, and yeah, we started out with U.S. Blues, we ended up with Cumberland Blues. Whatever that difference means to you. All right, this is probably the shortest on the grass episode I've done. It's the third one I've done today. Not even 10 minutes, so maybe I'll just leave it there. And before I get to the 10-minute mark, funny anecdote. I was trying to bring some weed back from LA, and I literally had to toss it into the TSA trash bin at the security. So I missed out on that op. Now I have to go find weed. All right. Well, good night and good luck. Smoke and toke your way to heaven. Cheers.